The San Antonio Spurs drafted the unicorn, and they've got some money to play with. So what we're going to do today is we're going to rebuild the Spurs and see if we can bring Wemby an NBA championship. Alright, so we're going to try and rebuild the Spurs. Obviously, we're going to build around Victor Wembanyama. I think that is the main goal of this video. Man, we'll try to keep it as realistic as possible, but, I mean, looking at this roster, there are some names we definitely could look to move on. This is a team that is not contending at the moment. Now, our first year, man, you got to say that our first year is going to be I would say a little bit of a throwout. Now, I mean, if we're gonna be honest, we only have one untouchable at the moment, and that's Victor Wembanyama. I mean, everyone else, it is a clean out sale. So, I mean, to be honest, I do want to get someone in to help Victor Wembanyama. I mean, it'd be nice to have, I mean, he's got the 6 badges at the moment, but if we get someone like free agency to mentor him, like maybe like a DeMarcus Cousins or something, like someone who can come in, be his mentor, get these badges going. I mean, what do these free agents look like? We're already going straight into it. I mean, first off, what I do want to do, I want to look at contracts and just basically see how we are looking on that standpoint. Because, I mean, as we go through, we're going to try and, like I said, build this extreme team around Victor Wembanyama. Now, if you guys want to see more videos like this, please let me know. Now, I mean, Keldon Johnson, he is 17 mil, so, I mean, he's probably a player as well I'd like to see stay on this Spurs team. Wow. Devin. Man, Devin could definitely be a interesting trade partner if we are looking to make a trade. Victor Wembanyama as well. But we've only got really 2 big contracts. We've got Dev and we've also got Keldon Johnson. I mean, definitely players we could look at moving on if we definitely want to move on. But like I said, I want to go straight into the free agency and see who we could actually get in free agency this year. I mean, John Wall's in there. I don't really know. But I want someone who can, like, mentor Victor Wembanyama. I think that would be really good for us. I mean, Blake Griffin. Oh, he's only got the 8 total. I mean, Kemba Walker would be a nice little addition for us. Now, we don't want to win. I mean, that's probably what we don't want to do in our first season. We don't do anything too crazy. JaMychal Green, as we go down the list here. Serge Ibaka, I mean, that would be okay. I mean, what would we be getting if we had Serge Ibaka with Victor Wembanyama? I mean, that could be, I mean, he's only got the 2 badges, man. So, I mean, Claymore and Masha. And probably nothing here at the moment that really stands out to me. I mean, like I said, it's pretty, where is DeMarcus Cousins? Because DeMarcus Cousins, I feel like, would be perfect for this team. I mean, mentoring Victor Wembanyama, I think that would be quite beneficial. As we go down here, Blake Griffin, maybe. What has Blake got? Break starter, masher as well, physical handles, post fade, post playmaker. Man, maybe we sign Blake Griffin as like a mentor. I mean, can we negotiate a contract? All right, so we're gonna have to waive someone. Now, as we go through here, what other centers have we got on this roster? I mean, Zach Collins. I mean, you know what? I can't even pronounce this guy's name. So, I'm going to waive him. We're going to go sign Blake Griffin. I'll see if we can get him for like a minimum. I feel like a minimum would be nice for this squad. Bringing him in. Basically, like I said, man, just as like a mentor for Victor for 1 season. I mean, 4 mil. I mean, can we get it down to like, would he take 3 mil? He's declined. Okay, all right. So we're gonna have to up this offer. I mean, Blake Griffin, man, you're not worth 4 mil. All right, we'll give you 4. We'll give you 4 mil, Blake. You can take 4. We're about 3.9. All right, so Blake Griffin. All right, we'll go to mentor program because, like I said, I want to try and have that opportunity to have Victor Wembanyama with like a little bit of a, I mean, I want Victor to get as many badges as possible. I mean, he's got 6 badges at the moment. As we cycle through this list here, can we get across to Chetty? So let's select his mentor. We'll go to Blake Griffin. And what do we want from Blake? I mean, break start would be nice. Post playmaker, of course. Physical handles would be nice as well. I think can we only equip 3? Post spin. You know what, bro? I'm gonna go post fade phenom. Okay. All right, let's do it. So Blake Griffin will be mentoring Victor Wembanyama. All right, so we'll get to the trade deadline and we'll see how this team is going. I mean, whereabouts do they even have us at the moment in like the power rankings and that, because I mean this team here, like I said, man, it's probably not going to be a team that's contending. All right, we're 28th. The Atlanta Hawks are the 29th in the rankings. Oh, that's GM power rankings, man. I was about to blow my mind. I was like, what is going on there? All right, these are the true power rankings. Wow, what? They got San Antonio at 12. That can't be right. That's on 2K Sports. All right, that's a little bit more realistic. 23. All right, trade deadline. We'll see if there's any deals. We can unload some contracts. Like I said, man, trying to bring in some players around Victor. I mean, we're going to try and build this team exactly around Victor. So we'll go trade deadline. All right, so as we were simulating, we actually got a really interesting trade offer. So we trade off Blake Griffin, who we have in the mentor program, but we bring in Kevon Looney and Moses Moody. Now, I mean, Moody's on a 2-year, $9 million deal, but this is definitely a deal we could look at moving on a little bit later on. And Kevon Looney as well. I quite like this deal. Now, I mean, we are losing Blake. We are losing a 1-year deal, but I actually really like this deal. So I'm going to do it. And this means that I can put Kevon Looney on the bench, but he can also mentor Victor Wembanyama. Now, these are contracts I definitely can look at moving on a little bit later on. I mean, Kevon Looney joins the team. We also have Moses Moody. And I honestly feel like Moses Moody's upside is big. I mean, he's got 0 badges at the moment. Maybe we need to get someone to mentor Moody. I mean, maybe we've got to bring in like another shooting guard to mentor Moses Moody. But I'm pretty happy with this trade. I mean, it's our first trade we've made. I mean, Kevon Looney. I don't know. Why are they trading Looney? I mean, we love Loon Dog. But I am going to get Looney to mentor Victor Wembanyama. I think that is something that makes sense. I mean, it definitely makes sense for us. We'll go down here and we'll get across and we'll get Looney to I mean, to be honest, I feel like this is nice. He's only got 2 badges that we can actually give Victor, but that's okay. So I'm happy with this. We will select Looney as Victor's mentor. And like I said, man, I'm trying to build this team around Victor. So we'll get to All-Star break. We'll see how we're going. I mean, any more interesting trades come up, I'll see, and if they're enticing or if I actually want to make them, and we'll keep on moving. All right, so we reached the end of the year, and I felt like there was no need to make serious trades at the moment. I'm going to do a lot of my work in the off-season. I don't really want to trouble the team. Ja Morant was the most valuable player. Victor, of course, won Rookie of the Year. 17-9 for Vic. Chris Paul, 6th Man of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year was Giannis. Paul Reed, Most Improved Clutch Player of the Year. We'll get to the playoffs. We'll see if Victor made any squads. I'm sure Victor made the all-rookie team. He did. Any more San Antonio players in here? Happy with that. I am happy with that. We'll simulate the plane and we'll see how our first season went. I mean, to be honest, like I said, man, this our first season was definitely like a little bit of a thrower for us. And we finished with a 13th in the West, a 34-48 record. Pretty happy with that. I mean, we've actually got a lot of, like, I would say trade potential in the offseason if we're smart. Victor averaged 17. Okay, I mean, the contract that Deb's on, 15 a night, he definitely dropped off. Keldon Johnson, 17. Keldon is probably a player I think I might want to keep. I mean, if there's some players out there I can make some moves off in the offseason, we can see what we can do. But we've got a lot of draft capital. I mean, I feel like we've got a lot of draft capital. Let's simulate the playoffs, and we'll see who wins the NBA championship in the first season. It is looking like it is going to be... Oh, okay, New Orleans. Man, New Orleans and Boston are in the finals. I tell you what, New Orleans are so hyped in this game, and Boston win the NBA championship. There's no real surprises there. Jason Tatum was the finals MVP. All right. We've got jersey retirements. We've got staff retirements. Surely Greg Popovich hasn't retired. Greg Pop. You know what? I'm overriding it. Greg Pop, you're coming back for one more season. There is no way you're retiring when we're doing this rebuild. League meetings, draft lottery. All right, so what are we placed in the draft lottery? What percentage we got to get the number 1 pick? We've got 14% with OKC. Man, that's crazy that OKC have that opportunity. Let's do it. So, can we skip the lottery? Skip lottery results? We get the 3rd pick. Man, maybe we look at trading that. I mean, to be honest, like I said, I'm trying to rebuild this team, and I mean, maybe we look at trading that. I'll see. Staff signing, draft combine. We've got opportunities now to make trades. So there are a few players that are on my mind. So we'll go to the trade. I mean, look at our roster. I mean, there are some contracts here we definitely could move on. I don't know if we'll bring Jeremy back. Zach Collins is definitely a player I'm not looking to bring back. Kevin Looney, I mean, could be a player we look to trade. Devontae Graham, definitely a player I'll be looking to trade in this offseason. Moses Moody, 1 year, 5.8 mil. I mean, I definitely want to keep Moses, so we'll keep this running on. We'll get to our first off-season and some of the fun that we can have with the trades. Okay, so it's draft night. What can we do at the draft to improve this team? All right, we're going to pause the draft, and I'm going to see what's the offers for the third pick? Let's put it out there. We'll see what we could bring in with the third pick. There is anything that, like, really stands out to us. I mean, at the moment, nothing too crazy to team up with Vic. I mean, Harrison Barnes' contract, that's a massive contract. I definitely would be taking that one on. There isn't... Oh, Cameron Johnson is an interesting one. I mean, definitely could start at the small forward position, but I don't know if that's a deal I really want to do. I mean, to be fair, Trey Murphy would be not too bad. And I mean, we're actually not giving up, a lot. I mean, Trey Murphy at the power forward position to go alongside Victor, that definitely could be interesting. Lou Dort, Rob Williams, nothing real crazy. Kyle Kuzma. Could Kylie Kuzma come through? Maybe, what about we include the third pick and we throw in Devontae? I mean, I'm just playing with something here. I'm just going to see what would be, Murray. Deontay, I mean, we're taking on some large contracts here, though. Like, I mean, massive deals. De'Aaron Fox, man, that is not realistic. There's no way they're trading De'Aaron. But, I mean, maybe people want this number 3 pick. I really like this. I really like this deal. Dorian Finney-Smith and Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges would be very nice on this roster to pair with Victor. You know what? I'm going to do this deal. I mean, to be fair, we go through Tyrese Halliburton. This is tough because Halliburton could team up with Vic. I mean, that could be very big. Oh, Grady Dick. That could be a good one as well. Malcolm Brogdon. Man, I really like these two deals. This is tough. Tyrese Halliburton is 24 and Mikal Bridges is 27. This is very, very tough. I mean, you look at this deal, though. 5 years, $205 million. We're taking on a $205 million contract with Mikal Bridges, but it's a 2-year, $48 million. I mean, we could go out and get a point guard for cheap. I mean, we definitely could get a point guard, like an experienced point guard in like a Kyle Lowry or a John Wall or someone who could fit that mold. Or then we get Tyrese Halliburton and we pair him with... Man, this is tough. You know what? And Dorian Finney-Smith's contract's really scary as well, but it is an expiring contract. We could look to move him at the deadline for someone a little bit more juicy. If I'm going to do this deal, I'm probably going to have to move on Dev. I mean, I'm probably going to have to move on one of those. Even Keldon Johnson. This is so tough. You know what, guys? I'm going to trade the number 3 pick. I'm going to trade it for Mikal Bridges. I'm also... I mean, the Tyrese Halliburton deal really enticed me, but that's $205 million we're taking on. I'm going to do this deal. Okay, so the Indiana Pacers, the Brooklyn Nets get the 3rd pick, and we get... Wow. Can we sim to the end? All right, we'll sim to the end because I don't think we're going to make any more deals. We just wanted to get out of that number 3 position. They ended up taking Ron Holland. But if we look at our roster now, Mikal Bridges is teamed up with Victor Wembanyama. I like this quite a lot. I mean, free agency's coming up. That's going to be big as well. So we'll jump straight into free agency. This is another deal that's really struck my mind and something that I'm really interested in. I mean... We trade Dev, we get off that $135 million deal over 5 years, and we bring in Lonzo Ball, a point guard who can dish to Mikal Bridges, can dish to Keldon Johnson, can dish to Victor Wembanyama. You know what? I'm doing this deal. So Lonzo Ball and Mikal Bridges have joined the San Antonio Spurs. Now, hopefully Lonzo is healthy. He's an 82 overall. I mean, we still have some moves to make. We can make, but I'm pretty happy with how the roster is looking at the minute. I mean, Finney-Smith, he came across in the deal as well. I've still got a few players on my mind I'd really like to try and go out and get. So, I'm happy with this deal. I'm happy. So, I mean, free agency, we haven't really got a whole lot of room to move. I mean, I feel like in free agent wise, as we go through, we're basically gonna be picking players who are just gonna fill the roster out, some role players. So we'll get to the any free agents who sound enticing for this roster. Okay, so one of our first free agents we're signing, and I honestly don't think I'm gonna sign too many more. I might just go with Jay Crowder. We've offered him the deal, and he has accepted the 2-year deal. So an $8 million deal for Jay Crowder. How does that put us position-wise? So we've got Bridges, we've got Lonzo Ball, Keldon Johnson, Trey Jones can come off the bench. I'm actually pretty happy with how the team is looking. I mean, to be fair, I'm not going to go out and make too many more moves. I think this is the team we're going to take into year 2. So let's go into year 2. Okay, so year 2, Victor Wembanyama is joined by Mikal Bridges, Lonzo Ball. We also went out and got Finney Smith. He came across in the deal. And we've also got Jay Crowder. So, I mean, how are we looking in our rotation-wise? So, Lonzo, Bridges, Keldon Johnson. You know what? I do want to start Jay Crowder. I think that would be a better starting position. I'll bring Jeremy off the bench. He could jump in, I would say here. He could definitely take those minutes. I mean, I'm pretty happy with how the team's looking at the moment. I mean, like I said, man, it's a little bit of a rebuild. This is a solid squad. So I'm hoping that this team can win some games this season. We can make some noise. I mean, we've got to make some, we have to make any more trades. We'll make some more trades. But pretty happy with how the squad's looking. I mean, to be fair, good offseason. Really good offseason. We'll see if this improved us. I mean, where does this put us in, like, the power rankings? That's one thing I'm definitely interested in. So, power rankings, they put us in at the 17 position. So, a little bit of a disrespect, but that's okay. We'll get moving, and we'll see what year 2 holds. All right, so I'm in a little bit of a pickle here because I'm trying to bring OG Anunoby across to the Spurs. But we're trying to do a deal with the Lakers. I mean, I'm offering them 2 first-round draft picks for next season, Trey Jones and Jeremy, but I just don't think we can do this deal. I mean, I feel like that's offering way too much. I mean, I really want OG. I mean, will they do this deal? Now, OG's only on a 1-year, $2 million deal, but they're going to have to trade a player out as well who maybe Davion? The 1 million more. So it's gonna have to be a little bit more than 6 million. So I mean, who honestly could we send across? I mean, maybe we get rid of Trey and they send us Davion in the deal, and then we offer them. I mean, to be honest, I don't think this is gonna be enough to get it done. I mean, maybe a future first. I mean, I know the Lakers surely gonna be after future first in this deal. We like what we have as far as trades concerned. Man, we really need to turn their head. All right, threw another pick in. Would they take another pick? Davion. Not interested in the deal. Do I send across Trey Jones as well? They'd be over the cap. It's gonna have to be someone. Maybe we throw in Vandy. Oh, they agreed to the deal. All right, okay. So, I mean, we have given up a few first-round draft picks, but that's okay because I'm trying to build this team as quick as possible. And we are able to get OG Anunoby and also get Jared Vanderbilt, a really nice player off the bench and some more trade capital for us. But, I mean, that puts us really weak at the backup point guard position, but maybe we have to go out and get a free agent. Any free agent point guards in here for us? I mean, I actually really like this team. Christian Wood's a free agent. What are we looking at point guards? Oh, Mike Conley. How much would Mike Conley want on the squad? 3 mil? Man, that would have been nice. Killian Hayes, man. Kyle Lowry would be really nice as well. Okay, so Kyle Lowry comes on board. So Kyle Lowry will be he's gonna be our backup point guard. I like it. So we'll have a look and see what they're building for us. Keldon Johnson, Vanderbilt. I mean, to be honest, I want to see OG at the power forward position. So OG will go to the power forward. So now we've got Lonzo, Miles Bridges, Keldon Johnson, OG Anunoby, Victor, and I need Kyle Lowry has to be our backup point guard. I mean, he just has to be. So I'm gonna throw Kyle Lowry and give him. He has to get a little bit more minutes than that. He definitely has to be our backup point guard to Lonzo Ball. But, man, this is a solid squad. Lonzo, Miles Bridges, a lot of defense, OG Anunoby, and Victor Wembanyama. All right, All-Star break. All right, so the All-Star teams were announced, and we've got an All-Star. Victor Wembanyama is an All-Star. He's up to 23 points per night. He's a 90 overall. What's his badges looking like? That's what I'm really interested in. But closing in on the All-Star break at the moment, these trades have really been good for us. We're at the 5th seed now. We're 30 and 20. How is the squad rolling closing into All-Star break? So Victor's averaging 23. Pretty happy with that. Man, Mikal Bridges, 18 a night. I'm liking that. The 1.6 steals is good. Lonzo is averaging 7 assists. OG up to 12 a night. Keldon Johnson, 15. He's up to an 82. Vanderbilt, I mean, he's just in for defense. We've got Kevon Looney off the bench. I'm pretty happy with how the squad is going. I mean, we still definitely have some moves to make. I mean, there are still massive moves to make. Is Victor in the any award races? No award race. We've got no award race winners. That's all right. But I'm pretty happy with how our squad's going. We'll get to trade deadline. We'll see if any more trades really ink us. I mean, to be fair, if we're going down, I mean, Finney Smith could be a player we look to move on to bring in a little bit more scoring because he is on a $14 million expiring contract. So maybe I'll try and move on Finney Smith. Okay, so we do have Kyle Lowry as the backup at the moment. But I like this deal. Dennis Schroeder, he comes in. He's also on an expiring deal, but he's going to bring, I would say, a little bit of scoring for us. I mean, at the moment, Finney Smith is averaging 4 points a night, but we're pretty good at the power forward position with OG playing there, Vandy playing there. So I'm going to do this deal as well before the deadline. We bring in a Dennis Schroeder, which means... it probably means that it pushes Kyle Lowry out, but we only signed Kyle Lowry to a 1-year deal anyway, so we'll have the CPU rebuild these lineups, and Dennis Schroeder now will become our backup point guard. So I quite like this now. We've got Lonzo, McCall, we've got Keldon, Vandy, Victor, and we go down the list here. I'm pretty happy with how squad is looking. We'll keep on moving, and we'll see if we can make some more moves, but happy with how the squad is going at the moment. 30-20 going into the All-Star break. We'll see how our season pans out. Okay, end of season, Jokic MVP, Ron Holland. Man, big Ron. That's the pick we gave up. Mans went on to win Rookie of the Year. Chris Paul, 6th Man of the Year once again. Mobley, Most Improved Clutch Player of the Year. Jamal Murray, Coach of the Year. All right, any San Antonio Spurs in these teams? Victor Wembanyama was in the All-NBA 3rd team. Like to see it, and... not in any of the All-NBA. Is he? All right. I mean, that's good. I mean, we get a San Antonio Spur in, which is really nice. We'll simulate the play-in, and I mean, I'm pretty happy. I mean, to be fair, when we made the playoffs last year, and we finished with we won 51 games. Finished with the 3rd seed out in the Western Conference. Let's go and have a look at our stats and see how our team went. I mean, to be fair, let's have a look. So, Victor, 23 a night. Mikal Bridges, 18. Lonzo, average 12 and 7. Pretty happy with that. Keldon Johnson, he went up to 16. He's now an 82. Pretty happy with that. Vandy, Looney, Dennis Schroeder, who came in. He came in the trade deadline. So, that was pretty nice. Kyle Lowry, man. Kyle Lowry, average 6 a night for us. I'm actually really happy with how this rebuild is going. I mean, to be fair, we'll go in our first round, and it's against the Mavs. Who's on this Mavs team now? Is it still Kyrie? Yeah, so Kyrie, Tobias Harris, Grant Williams. Pretty tough Dallas Mavericks team. All right, let's have a look. Simulate this round. And... oh, we may get through to the 2nd round, but we're taking on the power... oh, New Orleans is 7th. Wait, so New Orleans swept Denver? Are you kidding? That's very interesting. Can we get through to the... Western Conference Finals? Simulate the round. Oh, we may get through. So 2 years into the rebuild, we're in the Western Conference Finals against, obviously, the powerhouse OKC, who have a lot of young players. And, man, a lot of these players... oh, is that John Wall? John Wall! How did John Wall find his way on here? Man, didn't even... oh, hasn't played a game in the playoffs. Man, imagine we won this series. OKC take 1. OKC take 2. Or we take game 3. We tie the series up. OKC. Oh, we're eliminated. We were 1 game away from the NBA Finals. Josh Giddey, the Western Conference MVP, and Darius Garland, he won the Eastern Conference, and then we lose. So, I mean, 2nd year, we go into the Western Conference Finals. I'm pretty happy with how that went. I'm pretty happy with how this year. Maybe we'll do 1 more year and see how we go in this rebuild. So, 1 more year. I'm pretty sure we traded away our draft picks, so we will not have these picks. We can still get the 7th pick. All right, let's get the lottery. We get the number 1 pick. Are you kidding? What? Are you kidding me? We got the number 1 pick. Oh my god. What? All right, so we make the Western Conference Finals, and we have the number 1 draft pick. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, let's go to the draft. We'll see who we've... I mean, what? Wait. So, do we draft or do we... you know what? You know what? what would they take with a Keldon Johnson and the #1 pick? I just want to see what he's offered. If there's something that stands out to us. Who are these players, man? Jaren Jackson Jr. That's a big trade. Man, maybe we just offer the #1 pick. I mean, to be honest, I don't know if I actually want to use the #1 draft pick. I don't think I do. Is there anything that stands out to Bronny James? Man, they're trying to trade LeBron's son. Hey, maybe we could get LeBron James if they gave that up. I'm taking this. I mean, I want a superstar. I genuinely want a superstar. So I'm gonna keep this pick in. So this pick can stay in. Maybe we try and get rid of Keldon and we throw in. Maybe we throw in a Terry. I mean, to be honest, I haven't. No offers were found. Jay Crowder, maybe? What about Wesley? Blake Wesley. We actually have been... no offers again. What about Jay Crowder? Trae Young! What? You know what? I'm going to do this deal. I'm going to bring Trae Young on board. It's a 1-year deal, but we are getting Trae Young. Are you kidding me? All right, we're doing it. Do they want to confirm it? We traded the #1 pick for Trae Young. Oh my god. All right, sim to the end. Sim to the end. Oh my goodness. So the Hawks took Cooper Flag. You know what, Coop? I'm sorry. But we came out with Trae Young. Have a look at this squad. OG. You've got Lonzo, McCall, Trae Young. Hey, maybe Lonzo has to come off the bench now. Free agency, to be honest, we're not going to have to play. We haven't got a lot of money to spend. I mean, Giannis was a free agent, but we can only offer 8 mil. You know what? We'll announce rights of all these players here. I just want to see what we could get for a possible 8 mil. I mean, maybe we keep the 8 million. Who's available for 8 mil? I mean, anyone decent we could bring on? Karis LeVert, Trey Lyles. Nothing really standing out to me. You know what? I might just take our 8 mil and we'll run to the next season. So Trae Young has joined the Spurs with Victor Wembanyama. Where does that put us in the power rankings? We have a squad. This is a genuine squad. All right, second in the power rankings, man. Oh my goodness, this is a genuine squad. I mean, I need to see our coach game plan at the moment. Trae Young, Mikal Bridges. Who? No. OG starting. Bailey, I'm sorry, man. Who is Bailey? Bailey, you're coming down here, my guy. Oh my goodness. This is massive. This is actually huge. So, Trae Young, Mikal Bridges, OG, Vandy, Wemby. You got Lonzo's the backup. I mean, our bench isn't great. That's one thing. I mean, Wesley, man, we tried to trade Wesley a few times. Maybe I'm going to have to give him the minutes. Man, we're going to have to improve our bench. Our bench is not looking great. Who did we lose in the offseason with I mean, we're gonna have to improve our bench basically by the deadline. We'll keep on moving. All right, so we're at the All-Star break, and Victor Wembanyama made it into the All-Star team. So no Trae Young, which is disappointing, but Victor again. We're almost at the All-Star break, and man, I was gonna make some trades, but at the moment we currently have the first seed in the Western Conference with a 39-11. That is massive. Let's go through our stats and see how our players performing. I mean, that tandem of Trae Young and... Wow, I honestly can't believe we were... I mean, how do we get the #1 pick? They've got so much money to play with also. I mean, so much money. It's crazy, man. It is crazy. What? I mean, to be fair, we had, what, a 7% chance to get the #1 pick? And we got the #1 pick, and we were able to... get our man. I mean, we're able to get our man, and it's huge. It is actually huge. All right, let's have a look at our team, and we'll see. Victor's averaging 30, Trae Young 25, Mikal Bridges 25, Vandy. Oh my goodness, Lonzo's averaging 6 assists. Trae Young and Victor. How is Trae Young not an All-Star? We've got the first seed out in the Western Conference. All right, end of season coming up. All right, end of the year, and Vic is the MVP. You just can't write a better script. You just can't. Cooper Flag, who we traded, man. All the trades that we've made for the draft picks, they've gone on to win awards. Man, Victor was also Defensive Player of the Year. This guy's taking over. Clutch Player of the Year, LaMelo Ball. Will Hardy, the Coach of the Year. So Greg Pop was gone because he retired. Mans was in his deathbed. I couldn't bring him back again. Victor, All-NBA First Team. As we go through here, De'Aaron Fox. I mean, it's just Vic, man. It is just Vic. I thought Trae Young would be right up there, San Antonio as well. So, man, don't tell me we actually finished with the first seed. All right, so in our final year of the rebuild, we finished with a 62-20. I mean, I'm not going to say a championship is the be and end all. I mean, we just built this team up from the ground up. Let's go and have a look at our stats and see how our players perform this year. I mean, Trae Young, absolute beast, loading in. So Victor, Trae, 24. Mikal Bridges, getting that deal done was crazy. Lonzo Ball, 12. Ace Bailey, man. Who is Ace Bailey? We must have signed him. I mean, we must have drafted him. OG Anunoby, Vandy. Woof. All right, let's see. All right, we'll simulate this round. We'll see if we can get through the Kings. Well, we got through. So taking on Houston. I think this could be a young Houston team. Man, Kevin Porter Jr., you are not going to be in the league. Yeah, this is a very young Houston team. Oh, and we just got through. Now we got Memphis. Now we have Memphis. Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Jackson Jr., who they offered in the deal when we were trading that #1 pick. So 2 years in a row, we've made the Western Conference Finals. Memphis take game 1. We take game 2. Or we take game 3. Oh, we've got a chance to go to the finals. We're going to the finals, and Vic is the MVP of the Western Conference, and Justin Edwards. Oh, Justin Edwards must be drafted. All right, we're taking on the Magic. Who's on this Magic squad? Markelle Fultz. Man, how's Markelle going? 13. Okay, do we win the NBA championship? In our 3rd year of this rebuild, this is a stacked squad. Absolutely stacked, and we... Oh, no. Oh, we got it done in game 7. We got it done. The rebuild is complete. And Victor completes the MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Western Conference Finals MVP, and the Finals MVP. So year 1, down year. Year 2, a much better year. And year 3, we end this rebuild with the Spurs winning the NBA championship. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys thought of this. Victor Wembanyama, my goodness, man, is a beast. He went from 17 to 23 to 30. We got Trae Young. We brought in Mikal Bridges. Oh my goodness. Thank you for watching, guys. We are the NBA champions. Hope you guys are having a good day. And if you wanted to see me do another team, let me know and I'll see you in the next one.